Hello everyone, this is my counting fun kotlin game, and real quick we're just going to run through the code. As you can see, I used many libraries, and these libraries here from this second one down are all from this core G plugin that I decided to use to help me out with the visuals and the animation that is used in this game. This first library is just a random library so that it can help me generate a random number to be used in the game. This down here is our main function of the game, and that will go through and do all the things that the game needs to do. Real quick, I'm just going to go through this get number function. It gets a list parameter, so we just went ahead and named it guesses. And what it does is it generates a random number between 1 and 9, and while the number is in this guesses list, it will actually keep generating numbers until it comes up with a number that is not in this guesses list, and that is mostly for round system handling that I was not able to implement in this video or in this game. But once it gets a satisfactory number, it will return that number. So now coming down to the main function here, we can see that these two values, as clearly named and stated, they're used to handle the rotation of items. And we are just rotating it by 1 degree, either in the either up or down, or left or right. Now these items from line 28 down to here, down to line 51, are our sources and our various items to be used in the game. So the scale bar, the imagery, the background image, the main monster that is portrayed in front of the scale, the plates that hold the number and the monster, all those sorts of things. Now down here we can see that these values are just used as this is that list that would be passed to the get number function as a parameter, and I just happen to name it the same thing. It doesn't have to be, and this is what gets that random number. Now here I'm using a when statement so that I can use it as a switch case, and we are checking number, the number variable, to see what number it will be. So by default, I've went ahead and read the 9 number and the 9 card as defaults for my game. Now if we get a number between 1 through 8, it will be updated, and down here it will implement those new items, or it will implement the items into the screen, positioning them in those two positions I showed there. Now this here is just that list, just adding that number to it, and this while loop will make sure that the scale tips to one side, to the left side correctly, to show that we need to balance it. We can see various different things are being updated, and this is just so that visually we can see the scale tipping. And if we go ahead and run this game, we can see that it is tipping 5 degrees with some time delay to kind of show that. Now I have failed to implement the adding of this little monster to the scale in order to balance it. I will have to do that still, but other than that, the game works just fine. And I will just have to continue going through the core G documentation to see how to implement that click event in order to add it here, and the rest of it should be pretty straightforward.